Davis, but again, he has to keep him busy.
Switch it up.
Lamont Roach-Full.
The fight between WBA lightweight champion Gervonta Davis and WBA super featherweight champion Lamont Roach just went down. What a night it was when the dust settled. The judges scored the bout 58-56 in favor of Davis, 57-57 draw in, 59-55 for Davis. But in a shocking twist, Roach delivered a knockout in the 7th round, making all those scores irrelevant. I mean, who saw that coming? It was a night filled with surprises and emotions, showcasing the unpredictable nature of boxing. These guys have been going at it on social media like it's a pre-fight promo for the ages. The trash talk was real, with Roach expressing his confidence about taking on Davis, claiming he's not just another opponent, he had something to prove, and it was clear he was ready to bring his aim. There's a rumor going around that Roach called out Davis just to stir the pot a little, showing he wasn't intimidated by Davis's reputation. This kind of psychological warfare is classic in boxing, and you can bet it adds an extra layer of intrigue. Davis, with his undefeated record of 30-28, coups seemed to take it all in stride, but I heard whispers that he might have underestimated Roach. Some folks think he handpicked Roach, trying to maintain that perfect record by going for what they consider an easier opponent. But honestly, Roach's 6-fight winning streak that speaks volumes. His victory over Hector Garcia last November was a real turning point, and it solidified his status as a contender. To watch with Roach riding high on confidence, it was clear that this fight was shaping up to be a lot more competitive than many initially thought.
Don't think that you're fighting someone from the area and make it seem like it's Baltimore versus that dog from the area. Because that dog from the area is right here. Everybody know that.
The back and forth on social media was just as entertaining as the fight itself. Roach's comments about not being just another regular dude Davis has faced sparked even more excitement among fans. The rivalry reached new heights, with fans weighing in on both sides. You had Team Davis insisting that Roach was in over his head and wouldn't last past the early rounds, while Team Roach was adamant that their fighter would expose Davis as a paper tiger. It felt like a classic tale of the underdog versus the champion, with everyone trying to predict how the story would unfold. Davis's response to Roach was classic. "I advise you not to talk. So much it can be bad for you." That's the kind of statement that gets fans fired up. But I couldn't help but wonder if Davis was feeling a bit of pressure himself. He's known for his explosive power and knockout ability, which has left many of his opponents unable to withstand his onslaught. But with Roach's confidence surging, could Davis's mind games backfire? This fight had all the makings of a nail-biter. One of the biggest challenges Roach faced going into this fight was the weight jump. Moving up from super featherweight to lightweight meant Roach would be facing a physically stronger and heavier opponent. The rumor mill was buzzing that he had been hitting the gym hard, trying to bulk up without losing that quickness. Many fighters struggle to maintain their speed and stamina when moving up in weight. And if Roach was going to have any chance against Davis, he needed to adjust quickly to the added power and size. It was a gamble, and the stakes were high. Then there was Davis, a fighter known for controlling the pace of his bouts with quick footwork and strategic punches. His recent victory over Frank Martin was a masterclass in ring dominance, where he overwhelmed Martin with his aggressive style, leading to a brutal knockout. With 28 knockouts and 30 wins, Davis has consistently proven he can end fights quickly and decisively. But here's the thing, Roach has been making noticeable improvements in his technique and ring IQ since his loss to Herring. The rumor is that he's been working on his counterpunching and defensive tactics, honing his skills to avoid Davis's heavy shots. As the fight date approached, the pressure mounted for both fighters. For Davis, this fight represented another opportunity to extend his dominance in the lightweight division and maintain his undefeated record. Despite the criticism regarding his choice of opponents, Davis remained focused on proving he is the best. In the division, a win against Roach would further solidify his status as one of boxing's top pound-for-pound fighters. But what if Roach pulled off the upset that would shake things up in a major way? Some say Devon just made another cherry pick, not wanting to fight. anyone that matters.
Gervonta Davis is a fucking pussy because instead of fighting Jose Valenzuela or Teofimo Lopez, he is fighting a complete nobody, Lamont Roach. Who the fuck is Lamont Roach?
Speaking of Roach, I couldn't help but admire his determination. This fight was a career-defining opportunity for him. A victory over Davis not only meant earning the lightweight title, but also establishing himself as one of the top fighters in the sport. Roach has made it clear he is not intimidated by Davis's record or reputation. He's been vocal about proving his doubters wrong. And I respect that he's aware of the odds stacked against him, but remains unfazed. The boxing community has also been buzzing about the implications of this fight for the lightweight division at Davis. Victory would likely set up future high-profile bouts, possibly against other top-ranked fighters like Shocker Stevenson or Devin Haney on the flip side. If Roach manages to pull off the upset, it could create a new wave of challengers. And suddenly we'd be talking about a reshaped landscape in the division. It's wild how one fight can have such a ripple effect. People have been going over Davis, picking Roach over the other big names. Even Shocker Stevenson came forward hinting at him wanting to fight Tank.
It's gonna be Tank. I ain't say it before, but I'm gonna say it like me and the big fight.
Let's get back to the fight. You could see both fighters giving it their all. Roach's strategy seemed to focus on avoiding Davis's heavy punches, while trying to land some solid counter shots of his own. Fans were on the edge of their seats, and the excitement in the arena was palpable. I remember glancing around, seeing people biting their nails, shouting and cheering for the favorites. It was a reminder of why we love boxing. The unpredictability, the raw emotion, and the thrill of watching two elite athletes clash. Despite Roach's recent success, many analysts remained skeptical about his ability to pose a serious threat to the reigning champion. They pointed out that while Roach had been impressive in his last few fights, he had never faced someone with the explosive power of Davis. As the rounds ticked by, the tension mounted. Looking back at their exchange on social media, Roach was pretty chill about it.
That's like hometown family type deal thing. Is it are you guys that close, or are you guys, it's more like they're saying you guys are that close?
He cool. You gotta think we known each other since, I started boxing at 9.
The fight was a testament to both fighter skills and determination. As the 7th round approached, it was clear that both were feeling the effects of the bout. Roach was staying competitive, using his speed and footwork to evade many of Davis's signature shots. But Davis, being the relentless fighter, he has continued to push forward, looking for openings to land his devastating punches. Roach landed that stunning knockout punch. The crowd erupted. The shock waves were felt throughout the boxing world. Roach, the underdog, had done the unthinkable. He had knocked out one of the most feared fighters in the division. The aftershocks of that victory sent fans and analysts into a frenzy, and social media exploded with reactions. Did you see that Roach just made history? As the dust settled, the fight had profound implications, not just for the fighters, but for the lightweight division as a whole. For Roach, it was a life-changing moment that would define his career. He had stepped out of the shadows and into the spotlight, proving that he belonged among the elite. For Davis, it was a wake-up call. The perfect record was gone, and he would have to reassess his strategies moving forward. Let's talk about some pre-fight predictions and statements from the big names.